Greetings, goddesses, goddesses and gods. I want to go back to the point about the bees and the honey, to take the extracts of life, to take what you need and make it into honey, or take it as you would a spider. You take the same extracts from the pollen, from the flower, and you make it poison. So we're all here to make it honey, for the queen bee. Well, who is the queen bee? Where is the queen bee? You think like the queen bee is this, goddess somewhere hiding out, right? Up in the clouds somewhere, or deep down in the ground, or in a big tree trunk, or whatever the theory is. But really, the queen bee is the queen bee within. All these little extracts we're taking, like all these little paths of eclectic paths of little this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and just throw out the rest. Just take what you need, right? And you're instilling the queen bee within. So that means that the divine feminine this year, as we are in we are in 11 years, so this is the illumination, the year of illumination. This is a big year. And actually, if you really think about it, the past 5 videos, 6 videos, whatever, is all, we're not even at the full moon yet. We're in this phase because the full moon's for the equinox, I believe. So I want to get a lot of recording. I want to get a lot of thought down. So this is what's going to happen. You might hear the same things repeat and whatnot, but remember that everything always changes. Everything will always change, no matter what I say. So we're extracting the knowledge. I don't even call it knowledge. I call it intelligence. We're extracting because it makes you feel like stupid, because knowledge, because it's associated with education, learning, and all this other fucking crap. That's not really what it really means. What the fuck do you know? Look around you. What do you see? What do you know? Don't worry about what you learned, what you were brainwashed to learn or instilled to learn, but just look around you. Oh wow, look at that. Ooh, let's observe it. There's a lion there, there's this, there's that, it's this color, it does this, and now you know shit. Now keep going. Keep knowing. As I drop the turkey feather. So the divine feminine. And just think about the movies. Okay, now let's look at a global stage. Captain Marvel just came out, right? Bringing back more divine power. If you remember the year that the whole Me Too thing started, was in I don't even remember, but that year I believe that those 2 movies came out, Wonder Woman and something else. I don't remember. There was 2 things that year, but it was Wonder Woman. So this is the theme. This is the theme that they want. They want the theme that, when I say they, this is what we want. So basically, what's what we want? We want this type of propaganda, or this type of downloading. This type of downloading will be okay. The women is rising. Just fucking look around you. It's rising, right? And Captain Marvel this year is in Captain Marvel and the Avengers Endgame. These are things that they have spiritual knowledge in them, hidden in these movies, and all the movies, if you really think about it. I mean, anything you look at, there's ancient hidden knowledge in everything around you. And it's really in movies, because I have other people creating shit through their minds and the whole thing. Just look at it. So we have the great divine feminine awakening, as we always have for the past few years, from what I remember, from just when I woke up. And it's been here ever since. I mean, it's getting stronger and stronger. And then you have Wonder Woman 2 coming out. I don't know when that is. And you have, and this is gonna set the theme up for the divine feminine, because I believe this ain't the last Marvel movie. The last time we'll see her. Just things going on on a global stage like that, that's how you could tell that there's a great awakening here. And these are how I use third dimensional. This is how I decode the messages that they give me by the symbols they give me, like the symbol of Captain Marvel, the symbol of Wonder Woman, right? All this, it's just symbols. It has great depth. It has great knowledge. Inner knowledge is so deep embedded within you that the only way to overstand it is to experience whatever your experiences are, is to observe yourself. The only way to overstand it is to observe yourself. Don't worry about anything else. Observe. When you observe yourself, you leave 3 and 4th dimension as well. And when you observe yourself, you leave. You are out of 3rd and 4th dimension. Gone. When you can observe yourself with no judgment and a true understanding of how you operate and how your patterns go, when you can really understand that, really see that, you're completely out of it, out of 3, 4. When you can totally look at everything just through a 5th dimensional perception of unconditional love and decipherness of right and wrong, then that's pure 5th, 6th dimension. You're out of time by doing that already, while sitting in 3rd dimension physically. Because, when I first had the awakening 2-3 years ago, so now I'm reflecting 3 years ago. It's 2016 when I started all this. I started all these videos. I started documenting my whole journey to since that equinox, 2016, number 9. So you just think about it, like how wow. So the intelligence that we're extracting through life, through our life's journey, we instill it. We download it into the Divine Queen within, and at a time of certain awakening or a certain deep thought will arise. And we're like, wow, it's that queen bee, it's that queen, divine queen within, meeting up with the, divine masculine as well, because that's when the pure balance is. And I don't think the masculine is more, rough guy, aggressive. It's just the way you sort of like walk the earth as if you own the dirt below you, not in an egotistic sense, but sort of like how the hawk flies the sky. It's like a captain in the sky who's just floating around, just looking for certain foods and just flying through life, living the life, not worrying about anything. He just knows when and where and how to get food. So do we. We know when and where and how to get what we need, right? The same concept, right? You really think about it deep down like that. But that's these. So this is how we, keep the masses sort of like keep the awakening going. Like, ooh, bring back the feminine, bring back this divine femininity. Bring back and incorporate it into the mind. Get it in the mind. Keep bringing it up. Keep bringing it upon. And if you even look around you, some of the propaganda is getting more geared in a spiritual sense. These insurance commercials are somewhat, like these some Allstate commercial, some other commercial I heard has got more of this spiritual sense to it. So it's It's a process, but we're most of the light workers are too busy in theories. They're too busy in theories, and you get caught up on a theory. Well, why don't you create your own myth, your own you? Why go keep feeding off other theories when they're just theories? If life, you remember this, we're in a made up place, and you are exactly doing what it is, whatever it is you want to do. And you can why be someone else, why be under that lineage of that theory? Make your own fucking myth, unfold it. Observe yourself. Don't observe other people's experiences, other people's myth. Those are their experiences in their minds. Don't you have your own? Like, like, if like, claim it. Claim your anxiety. Claim that shit. Love it. Claim this depression. I claim all that shit. I claim my anxiety. I own it. I own this. I own that. I own this and that of these other problems. I own that shit. It's part of me. This is part of who we are. This is what we do. If I'm going to react, I'm going to react this way. This is what the divine masculine does. Fuck you, anxiety. We're going to work together. Fuck that depression. Oh, you want to be psychosis? Right? You want to be a little crazy? Let's work together. You're going to fucking help me out, bitch. This is divine. This is how the divine masculine talks to these made up things that I created. Come on back. We're going to work together. Things like that. Things like that, they go. I love it. Alright, guys. I thought I'd throw that out there because we're coming up to the equinox, and I think we're going to work on some energetic things, and we're just going to keep talking, bringing about the society. Whoever you 4 members are, you know how to get a hold of me. And whoever's serious is going to show up at my doorstep, or I'm going to run into you in the street again. So, look, don't be shy. Let's not be shy. That's third dimensional thinking. No one's making fun of me, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself. It's so cold. My rings are falling off. Like, it's cold, man. You ever be cold and sweating at the same time? Like, what is that about? That's some crazy energy, right? Like, man, I don't know. It's gonna change. The equinox is coming. I gotta get up in my astrology. You guys have any good astrology books to read or send me? Let me know. Leave me a message or hit me up. But until then, go follow the unicorn, and she's always out there. She's always magical. Why do I keep bringing her up? That's a question for you to ask and observe. Observe your own mind, observe your own intuition. It seems like the imagination is the intuition, right? That's the part they don't want to tell you. Is imagination is everything. But we suffer most from our imagination. I mean, than reality itself. That I've observed quite well. I've quite thought about it for 2 years. That is just pure imagination. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, be blessed, be humble, be grateful, and go with it. Go with it. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Be fucking inspirational. Be uplifting. It's magical. I'll see you.